Welcome back. Making art come alive through the beauty of watercolor. The New Mexico Watercolor Society works to honor and celebrate the medium of watercolors, and they have a really cool exhibition coming up, and that's making a stop here in the Duke City that art enthusiasts do not want to miss. I spoke with Dave Cook. He is delegate for the New Mexico Watercolor Society, finding out more about the Western Federation of Watercolor Societies exhibition. Dave Cook is joining us this morning. He's a delegate with the New Mexico Watercolor Society. Dave, great to have you with us.
Thank you, David. Good to be with you this morning.
Definitely. For those at home this morning watching, let's explore a little bit into what the Western Federation of Watercolor Societies exhibition is all about.
Okay. I belong to the New Mexico Watercolor Society here in New Mexico and have for over 20 years. And we are a group of local artists, water media artists, who have annual exhibitions, several of them, and we have a lot of education opportunities, and we basically encourage one another in our society. But we're one of 10 organizations belonging to the Western Federation of Watercolor Societies, which is 10 different organizations stretching from Texas all the way to Oregon. And we have an annual exhibition where our members can enter that show also and display, or once we get into the show, we can display our work at different venues. We all host the venue every year. We take turns doing that. And so a lot of times we're able to travel to other states and be involved in those exhibitions.
Wow. So for anybody out there right now, say they're a budding watercolor artist and they want to become a member of the organization here on the local level, pretty easy to do?
Yes, it is. We have open membership to anybody who wants to belong, is interested. We have a website where you can register. I think the dues are like $40 a year, very reasonable. And we have a lot of opportunities. I think we have 3 or 4 exhibitions every year. And we have a lot of educational opportunities. We have meetings once a month. It's very encouraging, very helpful, especially for people who are just starting. It really encourages you to get involved and enjoy your art.
It's a very cool way for artists to come together and kind of feed off each other and do a little collaboration possibly at the same time. So for the exhibition now, we're going to assume that there's going to be some changes, obviously, because of COVID-19. What are those changes this year?
Well, so last year we did have to go online for that exhibition, although, and the host last year was in Idaho, and they were actually able to have a physical exhibition over a weekend, so it was very abbreviated. But yes, we did have to go online, and we may have to do that again next year. However, Utah, which is hosting next year's event, is making plans to actually have a person-to-person event like we normally do, and then I guess if our COVID-19 continues and we have to continue to have safeguards in place, then we may have to fall back to an online exhibition, which we're doing here locally this year very successfully. So that's working very well also. So that's the plan right now. And yes, Utah Watercolor Society is hosting next year's exhibition, and they're calling for entries right now, actually beginning today, so we can enter our paintings starting now, going through January the 10th.
Wow. Dave, what's a website where we can learn more about the society here on the local level and where we can get a link to see the exhibition?
All right, so our website here locally is www.nmwatercolorsociety.org. And there you can find all the information you need, including the prospectus for this Western Federation of Watercolor Society exhibition next year. The prospectus is there, and all of the registration requirements are outlined in that prospectus.
Very cool. Making art come alive through the beauty of watercolor. Dave Cook, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, David. Good to be with you today.
Thank you.